We just landed in San Salvador and we're running to our gate because our flight arrived 30 minutes later. Took off from Chicago a little bit later. But yeah, I think we're gonna make it just fine. Hopefully Mark's bags make it just fine. We have another 3-hour flight to Medellín and then we should be arriving. Never had that happen to me where they're calling for last call for boarding. So Mark, that's about the quickest we've went from flight to flight ever.
It is absolutely the quickest.
I'm really hoping his bag is on because it took us like 10 minutes to get from one flight to the other. I'm kind of surprised how much legroom this airplane has. Dude, there's even more legroom on this flight. We have to fill out this customs form when we enter Colombia. Unfortunately, it's all in Spanish. Yes.
Have a good night.
12 o'clock in the morning, and we're finally here. Now I have to go through passport control. Mark's gonna get his bag, hopefully. All right, let's call the Uber. All right, guys, we just made it into our Airbnb about an hour and a half ago. I just showered up and changed. Mark's already sleeping by now, but the journey honestly was quite interesting. It was difficult to find the Uber, and apparently Uber is not regulated here in Colombia, so you also have to be mindful of local laws. The drive was beautiful. Actually, this airport is quite far away from the city. It was about a 30-minute drive. The Uber itself was 64,000 Colombian pesos, but right now I'm just gonna go to bed because it is 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's 12 o'clock here in Medellín. I thought I'd show you guys around the Airbnb real quick because I didn't get to do so last night. Anyways, here's the view from the main living room out onto the city. You can see apartment buildings. This is a residential neighborhood. Got my bed right here. There's a little kitchen. This is Mark's room, which I kindly offered to him.
Yep, because you're getting a good room in Lima.
Oh yeah. Anyways, he has really good views. There's a decently sized bathroom.
Basically been standing here since I woke up like an hour and a half ago, just staring at this view because it's so beautiful. So yeah, I think we're paying like $54 a night here at this apartment. It's an Airbnb, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It's actually quite convenient. There's a doorman here. But yeah, I don't really know what to expect from Medellín and Colombia. Mine and Mark's Spanish is quite limited. I have a lot of questions regarding Colombia in general. I don't know how safe Medellín is to travel to, where to stay, what to see. It's all an adventure. So hopefully you guys enjoy these videos coming up. We have 6.5 days here in Medellín, and then we're flying to Lima, Peru for another 6.5 days, so 2 weeks total. All right, so Mark, where are we going? I really have no clue where we're going. I think we're gonna get some food and some currency exchange places right now. What do you think so far, Mark? It's definitely puts me well out of my comfort zone.
The traffic here in Medellín is pretty intense. We already witnessed a car crash within 5 minutes of walking out of our Airbnb. This here is the Medellín River. We're staying in a residential district, but we're walking over to the historic city center. We were just at some cool
the middle of what seems to be a working district. There's a lot of car machining shops and also tire repair shops. We're walking right under the subway station right now. There's a little walkway that crosses So right now we're in the central district of Medellín. We've been walking for about 20 minutes through some interesting neighborhoods. Stopped at McDonald's of all places to get some food, but this is the most familiar for us right now. Plus, we didn't really want to risk it with not having any Colombian cash just yet. Famous plaza here in the center of town. It was created several years back, and it has the sculpture works of Sagrado Botero. He's a famous sculptor here from Medellín. So it started to rain. We were just walking down the street right here. Very commercial, quite busy too. A lot of things happening. I think right now we're in front of the one of the main city libraries. Medellín, as many of you already know, has a history with cartel and drug gangs and problems and a war zone because of all that. And libraries is one of the ways that they started to revitalize the city. They created community centers where people can get together and learn more. Medellín is a tropical climate, so it's constantly spring weather typically. It's called the City of Eternal Spring for a reason. We just came from that district right there. This river here is nice and brown. From what I understand, there's really no environmental concerns. They kind of like to just dump paint thinner and oil and all that kind of stuff into the sewage system, and it kind of runs off into this river here, which is unfortunate. Picture of that. That's crazy. There's an excavator in the middle of the river. Looks like they're cleaning it up or something. Bring in the raincoat next time, Mark. Yep. So we stopped at the supermarket to get some food because we don't have anything back at the Airbnb. Got a cart full of stuff, some cereal, some stuff for lunch, bananas, water, definitely, we need all that. We have about enough food to last us a week. Got a lot of beer, some steaks, some rice. Also some food to hold us over while we're exploring. Some snacks like bananas and granola bars.
You're going down.
Oh yeah, I know, but we're gonna hit 6. Yeah. Okay, I'm back at the apartment. What are your expectations and what do you think of Medellín for the first day?
I mean, honestly, it's kind of exceeded my expectations, or I don't know. It's different than anywhere that I've ever been. It's like we kind of touched on earlier. I mean, we are in the middle of a city and a country that's going through kind of a renaissance, and it's not every day that you get to see that. It's special. It's something that I am just taking in, and I know you're taking it in too. It's kind of indescribable. It's hard to put into words what it's like actually being here and being in the middle of all the action that's going on around you.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what Mark just said. Medellin's really interesting for the first day. As I mentioned earlier, it was really kind of difficult for me to film. I wasn't sure what areas are safe to be walking around in. Some areas look kind of shady, and I didn't really want to pull my camera out. Also, a lot of it was just Some of it was just poverty. Some of it was just really industrial areas, shops, stores. There's a plane flying above the apartment buildings here, very, very low. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really got the vibe of this town yet, but we have 6 days here to explore. I know I want to go on some tours outside of the city. All right, so Chef Boy Arcades got some stuff cooking. What are you making, Mark?
I have some chorizo here, and I'm doing kind of like beer brats, boiling it down in beer until all the beer's gone. Then I'm gonna fry it up in some butter, have some pasta, serve it together. Nothing crazy, but it should taste good.
These nighttime views sure are pretty beautiful.
Yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more adventures from South America. Can't believe I'm saying that. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow.